In this week's Parsha, we have an incredibly dramatic scene unfolding. What do we have? We have Yosef being sent by his father to go check up on 10 of his brothers. This is after Yosef's dreams, and he has dreams about the brothers inclining towards him and him ruling over them. The relationship between him and his brothers are not exactly cordial, to say the least. And so he goes, listen, he's sent on the mission, his father sends him, and he goes, he doesn't complain, he doesn't say, why, are you sure it's not the right person? No, he goes. He goes, and then what does the Torah says? It says that they see him, V'yamru ish el achiv, hinei ba lachalamot, halezeh ba. This dreamer, he's coming, v'ata lechu v'ne'ogohu, and now let's just kill him. Okay, this is a very, very, very dramatic. They want to kill him, they're going to throw him into the pit. They're going to say, they already have an idea. We're going to say that this wild beast devoured them. Then we have Reuben who steps up and says, wait a minute, we shouldn't be the ones to actually kill him. Let's just throw him into a pit, where according to Rashi brings the Midrash that there were actually scorpions and snakes inside this pit, meaning basically we're also killing him. And then all of a sudden it says, very calmly, they're throwing him in the pit so that he should be killed. And then what do? V'yishvu, they sit down. Le'echal lechem, to sit and have some bread, to have a meal. They sit down, v'yishvu, the word is v'yishvu. To do what? To have some bread. Lechem, very important words. And they're eating. And then all of a sudden, now what happens? They see from far away some Ishmaelim that are coming, and they're like, oh, yeah, Yehuda has a plan. He's like, let's not actually kill him. It's very much calmer now. Let's just sort of sell him sell him along. What just happened here? You go from such an extreme to wanting to kill somebody, not being able to stand them, let's just kill him. Then all of a sudden they sit down, they have some bread, and now they're much calmer, and then let's sell them. So it says, Rabbi Tari, we have a huge key here, especially making decisions, but in our way of living our lives. Yeshuv Dat, which is peace and tranquility. It's like sitting with your mind, sitting with an awareness. When you're ravenous, when you're hungry, or when you're eating in a crazy way, you're just grabbing things here and there. You're not taking care of yourself, you're not taking care of your body. And you're trying to make a decision like this, what's going to end up happening? It's going to be a very rash and extreme decision. However, a person who v'yishvu, when you sit down and you eat, you take time to chew and you process it. And what is the idea, the concept between the word lechem, which is it's bread, it's a meal, but also lechem is related to the word of actually melchama, it's war. When a person goes out to war, they're very focused. You're not scattered all over the place. You're not being very emotional. You're making a decision, it's very focused, it's what you have to do, and you have to do something, and you're going to go do it. Focused. When you're not, and having peace and tranquility in your mind, it's very hard to make decisions that are focused. Therefore, as soon as they sat down to eat, which is so important, right? When we're hungry, it's not a good time to make decisions. When we're too tired, it's not a good time to make decisions. When we're in any way, shape, or form, our bodies are not, just getting their basic needs. It's for certainly not a good time to make a decision. But the moment you can sit, have a meal, I suggest this. It's a beautiful tip for Shalom Bayis, peace in your home, once a day, to have a meal all together, actually sit down, and not to mention the fact that we have the biggest gift in the world of Shabbat, where we get to have these meals together. But you sit, and the idea is don't make a decision drastically, extremely, without sitting down, being focused, having the headspace to make the decision. And then you'll be able to make a decision. That's number one. What comes later down, Yosef goes down to Egypt. He's sold into slavery to a man named Potiphar. Potiphar's wife is looking up, says the Midrash, and she's seeing in a prophecy that from Yosef and her descendancy is going to come great, huge people. So according to the Midrash, it says that she really wants this to come to fruition. Now, mind you, she's a married woman. She's married to his master. And she tries to seduce him. And Yosef is a really handsome, very good-looking guy. Seducing him. What happens? Now, come on. Yosef is also a very high-level person. Why doesn't he have this prophecy? Or does he maybe also have the prophecy that something's going to come out of him, this great and holy people are going to come out of him, and Potiphar's descendancy? Why isn't he acting upon it? Why doesn't he jump on it and be yes, let's get down to business? So what happens? Again, you look inside the text and it says that she was coming to him. And how did she do it? She came to him, Yom, 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 Yom. Vayu kidaber el Yosef Yom, Yom. Velo shamu alea. Every single day. She came to him constantly and constantly. Now, what is this telling us? Also, when you have to make a decision and you're like, no, I can't rest on this. Like, I don't know, I should do this, I should do this, I should do this, I should. And you're constantly like suffering from not being able to make the decision. And you're having a lot of stress about it. And the thoughts are repetitive. It's like the hamster in that wheel. Stop. These thoughts are not coming from a place of holiness. They're not coming from a place of Kedusha. Where are they coming from? The other side. Because if something is a right decision actually to be made, it's coming from a place of Kedusha, of holiness, guess what? It's going to like whisper to you and then it'll go away. Imagine someone just does you a huge favor. You're like so grateful, you're so happy. You know what? You like forget about like 10 minutes later. But let's say someone just cuts you off. I'm telling you, you could be fuming about it for hours. Why is that? It's because the repetitive thoughts are not healthy for us. Yosef did not buy into it. He didn't listen to those thoughts. The repetitive yom, 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 yom. She's bothering. The nunek, it's not working. Learn 2 huge, very huge communication skills and decision making in the process of this parsha. Number 1, take care of your body. Sit down, eat, chew on the food, chew on the idea. It's good. Don't make rash, extreme decisions based on some crazy emotion that you didn't think about. And number 2, when you have a decision to be made and the thoughts, the negative thoughts or the worry and anxiety is repeating in your head over and over and over again, guess what? It's not coming from a good place. Have a great Shabbat Shalom.